Welcome back to Instabills, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm going to go over and update you guys on PLTR. PLTR has been continuing on down. A lot of people are curious if we're going to recover. What exact levels do I expect us to bounce off of if the Feds do have a negative outlook, which could affect tech, which could affect PLTR? And if we do continue on down with PLTR, what exact level are we trying to bounce off of to have a possible recovery? Which exact indicators will give us confirmation on a reversal? And all I ask in return for all of this is you smash that like button. And I do welcome you to the Instabills room in the description below. And you will never miss a breakout later today again. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over PLTR with you guys here on the 4-hour chart. Again, this is the swing trade perspective, so you guys can see which levels we're trying to bounce off of if we do continue on down. Again, we have an FOMC meeting on Wednesday, so if we do have a negative outlook on rates, then we could have a negative outlook on tech. And if we do have a negative outlook on tech, then we could continue on down here on PLTR and every other tech stock. Now, before I get started, I couldn't stress enough, if you're looking for these market updates throughout the day, looking for major breakout alerts from pre-market news to market open every single day, go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So as you guys can see here on the 4-hour chart with PLTR, again, we did IPO as a SPAC at about $10, jumped up all the way to about $33, had consolidation, and we did mention this bull flag and did continue on up. Now, as you guys can see, as we did continue on up, we did have our descending wedge, extending our bull flag, showing us that we are confirming a descending wedge here. And we did break out of this descending wedge. We did continue on up, and we did have a spike. We were looking to see if we can have confirmation over $28 on this buy pressure on the MACD. And as you guys can see, we did get rejected. We came back down. But as we did continue on down, we did bounce off of our previous confirmation out of this descending wedge and had another bounce and broke into new highs. But as you guys can see, we did have that decrease in buy pressure here, showing us that momentum to the downside, and did not have that confirmation over $20 here. Now has been continuing on down as the market has been continuing on down, and a lot of negative data about rates coming out. And as you guys can see, we are dropping just below our previous bounce that we had when we did bounce off of this descending wedge. So now we are lower than that bounce that we did have, and now looking to see if we can find a level here. Again, we have this FOMC meeting on Wednesday that's going to determine a lot about what we think about rates, and if we do have a cut in rates, then we could see a major recovery in all of these tech stocks instantly. However, we do have a negative outlook expected on these rates, so if we do continue on down, the question will be, what exact level are we trying to bounce off of? Now, as you guys can see, we not only bounced off this level because we had a descending wedge, we also did have our confirmation on a continuation at this point. So we're looking at what exact level gave us confirmation previously on this chart. As you guys can see, exactly at about $11 to $10 when we had this breakout from IPO as a SPAC, we did have this continuation. So if we do continue on down here and we do have a negative outlook on rates, then we could have a bounce here exactly at about $11 to $10. Now, what exactly will give us that confirmation on that bounce? So the question is, what exactly will give us a bounce just like we had previously on this bounce at about $11 to $10, and what will give us confirmation on that bounce? So I'm going to jump back to the 30-minute chart so you guys can see exactly what will give us confirmation on this bounce. So as you guys can see here on the 30-minute chart, as we did continue on down looking for a bounce here, as you guys can see here, we did have our trend to the downside here. But as you guys can see here on the RSI, we did show that we were reversing in strength. Again, this is the RSI showing us the relativity strength of this stock. And as you guys can see, we did have bullish divergence showing us that we had a trend to the upside here. And as you guys can see, we got this confirmation exactly when we broke back over this 30 RSI, showing us confirmation on this bullish divergence. The same thing that we're looking for in the market. I did go over that yesterday if you guys want to see exactly what bullish divergence on the market looks like and what exactly we're looking for to have a bounce back in the market. So jumping back to the 4-hour chart, we are going to be looking for the same thing to happen if we do continue on down. We will be looking for that oversold on the RSI, showing us that bullish divergence on that trend to the upside on the RSI while we're oversold, as we are showing our candles to the downside, and we will be looking for that bullish divergence. As far as the recovery, in my opinion, we do need to have a better outlook on rates, possibly get a cut in rates at some point or some point in time within these meetings. For example, if Jerome Powell did come out on Wednesday and said we're going to have less rates, or we're going to possibly not have any rates in the future that we have expectations on, then that could give us our possible recovery on a lot of tech stocks, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking for on all of these tech stocks. Now, again, with that said, if you're looking for these market updates or FOMC meetings throughout the day, or any major breakout alerts that we mentioned throughout the day, also pre-market news that we mentioned before market open every single day, go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instabills that have been coming over and supporting the channel, all of you Instabills that have been coming over from the room and supporting the channel, all of you Instabills that have been in the comment section, I love you, every one of you guys. I appreciate every one of you guys every single day. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.